Hey everyone, Spicy Toast Gaming here, and today we're checking out max level Yuumi versus Aurelion Sol. So we have Yuumi at level 30 with 3 stars. For their star powers, we got this. Allies have faded. When you target a faded ally, granted a additional 1/1. Then we have so many friends. +1 starting mana, game start, summon 2 random 1-cost Poros. For relics, we are going with Gale Force and then double bounty hunters. Yuumi with the attach mechanic only brings over stats and keywords, so we're going to give their unit scout and then a whole bunch of keywords, and we don't have to worry about getting recalled. Now with Yuumi, you could use some of these other slots to give your unit some keywords such as overwhelm, quick attack, things like that. I'm going to be trying to get some of those upgrades, especially overwhelm, while playing the game, and then just relying on the mass amount of stats plus the pretty much most powerful keyword in the game, other than maybe elusive, of scout. So we're just going to be using this to dominate and do some real early game damage. If you're enjoying all this Path of Champions content, definitely like and subscribe, and let's get into it. Alright, in game now. For powers, we were able to pick up Spellslinger. Your spells cost 1 less. Seed of Power, game start, summon a Emperor's Dais. So you see that when allies attack, summon an attacking Sand Soldier. This is just giving us a nice little bit of extra damage. We're trying to end the game as fast as possible. Then we have Crush, allies have Overwhelm. This is perfect. We wanted to get Overwhelm for our Yuumi. For our support champion, we have Soraka with Mana Deposit. Pretty nice, not really going to be focusing on her, but it is a nice bonus to have. For our Yuumi, we're able to get a couple extra items. We have Dragon Tooth, 1/1, and Fury. Then also the Savage Shield, 1 extra power and 3 health, just giving us even more stats. Perfect. Alright, we want this champion item chest, so we have Caitlyn with Level Up, or Sejuani with Mana Flow. I think we'll actually go for the Sejuani. I think we can end the game before that Mana Flow really causes us problems. Alright, pretty good opening hand. Actually, let's get rid of a Mountain Goat here. One thing I didn't mention is we have gotten a good amount of upgrades for our Yordle Squire, so we're trying to play them at the start of the game to really help us ramp up even faster. So we'll play one of those here. And let's try to buff up our elusive. This will be the unit we give or attach Yuumi to. We don't want to block with our Yordle Squire, we want that extra mana. They might end up frostbiting us, which would be a little sad.
Where'd we end up this time, book?
Okay, perfect. Alright, so let's just try to end the game. Alright, GG. Alright, getting another Crystal Carrier unit, not bad. As you see, we don't even have that much gold already, but all the stats we've gotten, plus the double bounty hunters, is really making our Yuumi crazy at the start of the game. Shadow Totem won't really help us. Spirit Stone also probably won't help us much. The Pickaxe, though, giving us more stats, having us be a 6/6 even before the bounty hunters, pretty good. Alright, we have Karma with Duplicate, or Gangplank with Perfected Mana Flow. Karma can be a bit scary, but let's go ahead and try. Alright, so we don't need our ramp since we're already starting at 10, so we'll get rid of the Yordle Squire and hold on to the rest. Hopefully we get a mini morph, that would be quite nice. We start with the attack token though, so that's actually going to be perfect. I think I'll play the Star Spring to see what we get for units there.
Heart and mind as one. Where there is life, there is hope.
Because I know even with all of our stats, it's not going to be enough to get through that crazy Karma. So I think let's buff up this unit over here.
We're off on a new adventure.
Knowledge springs from many sources.
Take a stance and hold it.
But we're going to focus on using this elusive here to try to deal most of our damage. Granted, that's not nearly as much as Yumi would be able to do. So I think I'm going to save this for next turn to proc that Faded again. So let's just try to do as much as we can right here.
Peace has its cost.
And then we'll play these stone stackers. We're just going to need blockers for the massive karmas.
You're under our protection.
We will not stand by.
Sweeping Winds defense.
Alright, I think let's attack like this. Should be pretty decent. Again, we're trying to just consistently proc the Faded on our units, buffing up their stats while we're waiting to end the game.
Got this from a side quest.
From shores to hills, we know every acre.
Alright, let's again just attack with our
Even bigger weapon.
elusive. Because again, our Yumi would just die. Although I suppose
I will show them.
we can attack with our Yumi and then see if we can play Yumi again when this unit dies, just attach her onto someone else. The Karma will be able to block, but it'll deal a massive damage to them. Wow, that is a lot. Yeah, let's use this just to buff it up even more. Gotta deal some damage to these karmas.
My family was raised on this soil.
Lead the way, book. Wait, you've been following me?
Alright, I think we'll attack like this. We don't want the this unit to die, because if they do, we're gonna struggle for blockers.
Peace has its cost.
Alright, stone stackers again, just for blockers. We're kind of out of cards. This is why you need to end the games faster with Yumi, is you will just run out of steam.
Hey, Krabby.
That's my resting face.
Alright, we'll play the quick quill here. Procking Faded again. Well, at least one of their karmas is gone. That is a lot of blades.
You're all right?
I was focusing on the coin, and I blocked with the wrong unit.
Here to thee.
This is the one unit I didn't want to block with. I wanted to block with our Oro. Well, I think that just destroyed our Yumi, so that's good. Perfect.
Do not question our resolve.
Well, we better win with this next attack, otherwise we're kind of screwed.
Hang on.
Alright, this is probably GG one way or the other. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good.
The Yordle here's with me.
My faith protects me.
Interesting that they got rid of their karma. So we're actually going to play the Quick Quill as a actual unit, because we're going to need the blocker to help us next round.
The trees.
Alright, we can't block their elusives. Let's go here. I think if we block the elusive, we die. Yeah, we need to avoid that. We'll save this to see if we need to save our elusive.
Call for reinforcements.
Head to
Ionia speaks through me.
We're just going to keep attacking, and hopefully they don't have spells that can stop us. Alright, hopefully we can make it through this time. Okay, that's fine. We could heal up our Nexus a little bit, but that gives them another opportunity to play spells, which don't really want to do. We just want to end the game. So we'll just let this go through. Well, that was pretty brutal. So that's why I normally avoid Karma games, but thought we might be able to do it with Yumi, just destroying them really quickly. Did not turn out that way. I will again return to avoiding Karma at all possible. I think we'll go for the Guiding Touch with Farsight. Decent to have a little bit of consistent sustain. Well, the one cost removal of Iceborne I feel like is actually too strong to pass up. You don't just immediately take out a crazy target can really help us in a lot of situations. Alright, let's see. Hold them off, not bad. Yeah, I think let's use this. Even though we have the bounty hunters, we're not really going to hold off on not buying anything. The Cavalier isn't bad, actually. That double attack, getting that with like Yumi is pretty good. The problem is it's also a 3 cost, so we're wanting to play Yumi instead of this card. Sherzies can actually be pretty crazy, so we will buy that as well. This one's tempting, but I think we'll hold off for now. Alright, spells chest or item chest. I think we'll go against the Tom Kench. Yeah, and try to go for that item chest. We will have to be careful since we are pretty low on health. We'll hold on to 1 copy of Sherzies. Alright, no Yumi. That is not the best. I think we'll just attack like this before they play anything. Alright, let's play the Yordle.
Got this from a side quest.
Help our scaling. Bit of removal. And yeah, let's buff up our Yord a little bit more.
So shiny, it's gotta be way strong.
Having propagated quiet the appetite.
So he has enough mana to play Acquired Taste, which isn't great.
This world has great potential.
Oh, I could just eat you up.
Alright, I think let's just mini-morph them. Don't really want that unit to die. I guess we'll go like... Actually, let's go like this. She'll be able to heal herself later. And let's use a Guiding Touch just to heal up our Nexus a little bit. Alright, perfect. We have Yuumi. I think let's put Yuumi here.
I'm ready to play, bop, and knock over some cups.
Come on, main line.
And let's use Sharesies. To make them both absolutely ridiculous.
Starlight.
So this will potentially be GG, maybe? Well, they'll probably be able to block, but we can attack again, so it'll be fine.
With purpose.
We haven't met yet.
There's always fighting 8-punch Pablo.
Alright, GG.
What brings you here?
I think getting our quick quill a little bit better, that'll help us out. Getting more copies of Minimorph actually will help us out the most, I think, because normally in a run, if I was going somewhere other than Aurelion Sol, I'd probably get the Rainbow Fish here. Getting all those extra stats would be pretty nice, but we're going to need more Minimorphs to deal with some of the annoying targets. Alright, we have Lulu with Power Overwhelming. I think I want to be greedy and not go for the heal. Is there any card that I really want to cut? Potentially here. Yeah, let's cut the Crystal Ibex. We're not really going to play this. Hopefully we're going to be ending the game before we even get to the 4 mana anyways. So let's try to cut this. So Lulu with Power Overwhelming. Lulu's another champion I kind of hate. That Adorbis is just so annoying. Great, we'll also have the attack token when we play Yuumi. That'll really help us out.
Don't think I won't unmake you because I will.
Yeah, I guess let's go like this.
My faith protects me.
So they will be able to play Lulu. Hopefully we can overcome that. I guess let's play a Soraka first since we can play it for free.
Heal and protect.
Whoa, meet Lulu.
And we'll attach onto Soraka. If we don't attach on Soraka, then Adorbis is just going to silence whatever unit we play Yuumi on. So we'll actually go on Soraka so that we're not going to have to deal with that every single round.
We're off on a new adventure.
Stars fall. Take heart.
No, dewdrop.
Live with purpose.
Soraka will actually be perfect since this will let us heal every time we attack.
By starlight.
Yeah, I guess we won't bother. We'll save these cards as blockers. We'll just attack with Soraka.
Take heart.
Alright, not too bad.
Live with purpose.
I think let's just get rid of that unit.
These jewels are more than you're thinking. Whoa, don't eat that.
Perfect, we use a jewel to heal and buff up our Soraka Yuumi.
The protector himself.
Yeah, I think we'll pass. We're fine with just banking the mana.
Take heart. Be at peace.
Alright, this is potentially GG.
Live with purpose.
Let's find a new best friend.
Take heart.
New. Sorry.
Live with purpose.
Alright, gain Spell Shield so that we have another added protection. Yumi will get Spell Shield after she levels up, but that's going to take 2 rounds to do, so having this initially will be pretty nice. Trifarian, this probably won't really ever activate, sadly. Spell Slinger, though, should be pretty good. Don't we already have... Yeah, we already have another copy, so all of our spells are going to cost 2 less. Should be pretty fun. Alright, Lee Sin with Power Overwhelming. Alright, let's get rid of the... Actually, we're going to hold on to our spells, since they're all going to be so much cheaper. So we'll hold on to both of these, and I think get rid of the Rainbow Fish.
The spirit gives to those who listen.
Alright, this Poro is actually pretty great to have. Yeah, I think let's play this.
Not all mean well.
I think let's play the Rockfall Path. This will maybe help us obliterate, well, maybe Lee Sin if we get lucky. Alright, so we plan on using Sharesies, but we're going to put our Yumi first on the other card, and then move it over with Sharesies. This should be able to help us end the game this first round.
Meaningless without skill.
A pleasure to see you, Master.
Shield Vault will be pretty perfect, actually. Just make sure Lee Sin can't block with his stupid barrier and high health pool. And both of these units have Spell Shield, and they only have 1 mana. So yeah, this should be able to be GG with this attack and the follow-up.
Ready yourself.
Alright, GG. Getting more copies of Quick Quill, not bad. Let's see, nothing too crazy here. Allied buffs are permanent. Do we have a lot of temporary buffs? Most of our buffs are already permanent, so I don't think this is really going to help us. It would make Sharesies permanent, which could be good, but at the same time, we're trying to just use that to end the game that round. So, kind of irrelevant. So I think let's use a reroll here. We have 4 of them. Summon a random 1 cost Poro. That's not bad. Yeah, sure, I think this could help us out. We'll use a reroll here, see if we can get anything decent. I think getting the Shield of Durand will actually help us out. 1, being able to trigger our units Fated, but then remember, because of our double, where is it? Double Spell Slinger, this is only going to cost 1, so I think getting this will be pretty good. And I guess let's use 1 more here. Almond Hawk, pretty good. Blue Sentinel, not bad. Might could also be pretty nice with doubling dice. I think let's go for Might. We're really trying to get a lot of very strong spells that could help us end the game. I think we'll save the reroll in case we get a bad selection from one of these two. So we have Fizz with Duplicate. I think let's get rid of these Stone Stackers and hold on to the rest. Also note, if you wanted, you could just focus on your Yumi and your Bounty Hunters and not spend any money at any of the shops. But Bounty Hunters here is just more of a nice bonus. I'm not really wanting to use that to hold me back from buying anything if I see something cool. Like, it's still going to give us a couple bonus stats for fighting Aurelion Sol. I think we'll use... Well, let's use our Yordle Squire.
Finders, sharers. Yep.
I think let's use a tiny spear here.
So shiny, it's gotta be way strong.
Well, I wanted to kill Fizz, but we also want an extra mana gem, so maybe not. Let's maybe put this here, see what we get for our epic item. Last Breath Rally, not terrible. So one issue if we don't attack is that Fizz will just be able to attack next round and deal at least 12 damage to us because of the elusives. So I think we'll actually just attack with everything and do as much damage as we can. We know we're summoning extra Yordles every round, so not that much of an issue if we kill them all. Alright, let's just attack again. There we go, we got both of them off the board. Nice. They will just play another one, but at least it's not 2 this time. So we could go for this elusive to block, but I think we'd rather go like this.
Bop and knock over some cups.
Turn back.
Alright, let's play a free
I am
Soraka.
here to help.
Alright, I think let's buff them up like this. They're only dealing 2 damage. And I think let's quick Quill over here. Alright, let's see if we can end the game.
No fear.
You leave me no choice.
Alright, this should be GG.
You'll drown here.
Alright, gain more copies of our Yordle Squire, not bad. So Aurelia with Duplicate, another one of my least favorite champions. Alright, I think let's get rid of the Rainbow Fish and hold on to the rest.
All in the shoulders.
I guess let's maybe go like this. We're trying to keep the impact since that can do extra damage to their Nexus. So we already have spell shields. We're going to go over here and try to spread out the stats a little bit.
Adventure.
Although they're going to play Aurelia, aren't
Stand
they?
behind me. They won't hurt
Yes.
you.
If they hurt you, I never forgive myself.
Well, that is unfortunate, but at least getting Aurelia off the board, worth it.
You missed a step.
Alright, let's still try to push for as much damage as possible and try to hurt their Aurelia as much as possible.
Turn back, trespasser.
Sure, let's just try to push as much damage as we can.
Your rhythm's off.
I could learn from watching you.
Where'd we end up this time, book?
And punch.
Alright, so let's hope Yumi can just take care of most of their units.
Left foot.
We could play the Yordle Squire, but I think we want to save it for the Astral Protection.
Shoulders set, blade sharpened. Plant that lead foot.
Don't worry, I've danced this 100 times.
Perfect. Alright, hopefully we can end the game right here. Oh well, after the scout attack.
You're on the back foot.
Generations tended this land. I cannot leave.
We must retreat for now, but I promise we'll return.
Got this from a side quest.
So we're playing these to get some extra challenger units.
I'm ready.
We don't want to deal with these units blocking and reducing a lot of the damage here.
Yeah, an even bigger weapon.
Alright, so this should be GG. Alright, making our Guiding Touch heal even more. Not bad. So Aurelion Sol with Power Overwhelming. Perfect, we have Sharesies and a couple of Yordle Squires. And we'll get the attack token when we can play Yumi. So shaping up alright. And we even have an elusive. Nice.
Looking for a hero for my hero.
Yeah, we'll play another Yordle Squire, even though that will obliterate the other. Well, if this didn't die, it'd obliterate the Poro we were making.
So shiny, it's gotta be way strong.
Just trying to trigger as much Faded as we can. Alright, so we're gonna go here, and then use Sharesies on the
Following me?
elusive. Alright, let's see, we have a decent chance of ending the game, this attack. I think let's maybe buff up. Yeah, let's actually buff up this unit here. We're going to attack with these three doing all the damage, and have these two Yordles dragging these two aside so they're not going to block and reduce our damage of these three units. And that should be GG. Nice. Alright, that was our max level Yumi. A lot of good runs in there. Some were a little rough, like that Karma one was pretty bad. But other than that, pretty good match overall. Yuumi is quite a fun champion, very aggressive early and can really dominate the early game, but very similar to someone like Misfortune. If you don't win in the early game, you can start to fall off, so not quite as dominant as some other champions like LeBlanc, where even if they don't win in the early game, they still have so much damage and scaling in the late game that they still just dominate. With Yuumi, you do definitely need to push your early game advantage, otherwise you might end up losing. Very fun champion though, especially once you get them closer to maxed out. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, definitely like and subscribe, and I hope you have a great day.